All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Makar HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you believers out there, the Akim Wa Akwathian. So, what I want to get into right now is the Lord laws, okay, that were put in place, of course, to govern our nation, but it was to also to prevent infestations. And what do I mean by that? Okay, I mean, if something was wicked, wasn't right done in our nation, in Israel, okay, we had laws in place, okay, where things were done to prevent other people from doing those things, all right? And this is why you see a lot of wickedness in our nation, all right? A lot of, temptations and lust, and we're all guilty of it, all right? But that's why those certain laws were in place to prevent certain things, all right? And I think I'm going to do this in like 3-4 parts, okay? Because I have, wrote down some scriptures, all right? I was going to touch on various topics, but I think I'm going to go one at a time, all right? And the first one is going into, matter of fact, before that, let's look up the word infestation, all right? Well, I had it queued up. Hold on. Select. All right, infestation. And then go back to infest. All right, and it said to spread or swarm in or over in a troublesome manner. All right, a slum infested with crime, shark infested waters, to live in or on as a parasite. Okay, but the key thing was what? To spread or swarm in or over in a troublesome manner. See, and this is what the our laws was set up for. All right, and before I really get into it, I want to read Deuteronomy 4, starting at verse 5. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations." Okay, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. All right, because that's what our law, statutes, and commandments, it gave us, great wisdom, okay, understanding, okay, in the sight of all the other nations. All right, this is why now we're at the bottom of the barrel. All right, because we don't go by those same laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, so we're, to the other nations, we're an unwise people. Okay, we're not we're just nothing to these other nations in their eyes, really, truthfully, when you get down to the brass tacks. Verse 7, "For what nation is there so great, who have the Most High, so not unto them as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for." See, and these other nations, when we were on point, they knew that the Most High was, to go to bat for us, okay? And they knew that we were close. But see, now we are viewed as further away from our power. All right, we are viewed as a godless people. All right, that's why these other nations, they don't want to live in a community that's predominantly inhabited by the Israelites. Okay, everybody want to go where it's predominantly inhabited by who? Esau, Edom. All right, because this is his kingdom. All right, because we went off. Okay, we transgress. So now we're looked at as a godless people. And a lot of people know who we are, but they like, dang, y'all in a lower state. All right. Verse 8, "And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?" All right. And I just want to read that. And really, all right, because I want to get into our women, man. All right. Because our women now today, all right, and this go for all women, but I'm focusing on Israelite women, all right, because that's all who we care about is our Israelite women. you so-called black, Latinos, and Native American women, predominantly, okay, you do have Israelites that's going to look like the other nations. Nevertheless, I'm speaking to Israelite women, all right? We don't care about these Moabite women, these Edomite. We don't care about these heathen women. Even though, in my opinion, the vibration on planet Earth is for women, okay, to be whores, to be sluts, all right? And they cover it with a coating of being powerful, being free, being independent a lot of times, which being independent don't make you a whore. But what I mean by power and what else I'm looking for? But basically, these women, they get all, they on Instagram and all these various internet platforms showing their bodies because they say, oh, I'm being powerful. I'm embracing my body. Well, you can embrace your body and still dress modestly. All right. What the woman don't understand is showing your body don't give you power. What it does is make you it makes you, oh, I need that video. I'm gonna look up that video. It makes you just a piece of meat, basically. So now let me go to, because I got a couple videos I want to get into. All right, Leviticus 19 and 29, it says what? Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall into whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. All right. And see, this is what's happened. Okay. Majority of the time, the father or even the mother is not really prostituting their daughter per se, like just throwing them out on the track. You do have those cases. But a lot of these women is prostituting themselves. All right. They might join the porn industry. They might just deal with men, do all types of things for money, sexual acts for money. Okay. That's prostitution. All right. If we go on Instagram right now and go in the search or go in the explore page, you're going to see nothing but women dressed scantily clad. All right. And matter of fact, when you go, because I want to read this and I want to get to these videos, Deuteronomy 23 and 17, it says, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. See, the sodomy is running rapid. It's an infestation. Whoredom has been an infestation amongst the daughters of Israel. Because I'm just keying in on that topic right now. Even though sodomy has been is an infestation right now of the sons of Israel. All right, but I'm keying in on the daughters right now, the women of Israel. All right, it's an infestation now that every woman has to dress scantily clad. Every woman want a BBL. Every woman is wearing fake hair, weaves, and all of that. Every woman want to get a breast job, a BBL, again, a BBL. Okay, every woman is wearing those eyelashes, long fake nails. It's an infestation of women that's dressed scantily clad. Again, why is that? Because there are no laws, rules, and regulations against it. All right? There's no laws, rules, regulations against it. And that's going to segue over to when you go to Titus, all right, 2, starting at 3, it says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. And these are the things that's lacking in the women in Israel. And matter of fact, let me go to this first video. All right.
I wouldn't advise anyone to get married in their 20s. I wouldn't advise young people to get married in their 20s. Because your twenties are your run free years. Your 20s are when you want to travel and explore the world. Your 20s are when you want to fuck any and everybody. The 20s are when you want to do your one night stand and you look hookups here and there. You know what I mean? Your one night affairs. And you call your friend and you say, oh my God, I do this. And you say, yo, me G, you know what I say? You know what I mean? You fuck everybody, you eat everybody, you do everything where you want to do. You understand? And then your 30s now, you know, well, you settle down. You find a partner and you settle down. your eye not have to chase somebody else out there. Your partner is enough for you because you did everything that you needed to do within your 20s, and now it's a partnership with you and somebody.
Nah, this is where the daughters of Zion mindset is at. Okay, this is why you have a lot of women who is career first. And you heard what she said, in your 20s run free. So by the time you're in your 30s, a woman had multiple partners, okay? And she's been used and abused sexually. And now she wants to settle down and have a family with you. And this was not the way it was supposed to be. A woman was supposed to get married in her youth. All right. Matter of fact, let me get that. Spirit want me to. Let me see if I can find that. Yep. 1 Timothy 5:14. It says. Let me see. Matter of fact, because this is going into the widows. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump up to 13. Matter of fact, 1 Timothy 5:11, it says, "But the younger women, widows, refuse, for when they have begun to wax wanton against the Mashiach, they will marry, all right, having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. And withal, they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not." See, and that's why in these rules of the widow, it was like for the women that were older, not younger. Okay. Why is that? Verse 14, "I will therefore that the younger women marry." Okay. That's not talking about really 30. That's talking about a woman like 18, 19, 20. All right. "I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to adversary to speak reproachfully." All right. "For some are already turned aside after Satan." Okay. So younger women were supposed, when you 18, even probably 17, 18, 19, because really in antiquity it was about when a woman had her first period. Okay. That's when she was, because some women was already betrothed, meaning engaged before. Okay. They had their first period when they was kids. So the fathers would get together and be like, "Your son gonna marry my daughter when she come of age," and they start having babies. A female can have her first period between 12 and 13. Now I'm not gonna get off into that because I know that's sensitive. But seriously, in antiquity, you had girls getting married off young. But for this day and age sake, I'm going to say, even if a woman's 17, 18, 19, 20, those are the years. By the time a woman 30, she should have already been had kids and, been in the mix. All right, but that's not so in this time frame. All right. So now going back to Titus, because you heard what she said. She said in your 20s, one night stands, all of these things. All right. And she looked like she could be a woman in her 30s, maybe even 40s. She's not teaching good things. All right. Titus 2 and verse 3, "The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine." And these chicks be out here getting drunk. They be getting slammed. Okay. "Teachers of good things." All right. "That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, Salakia, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed." And that is the complete opposite of what the lady was talking about in that short right there. And a lot of these women, they're not teaching none of this stuff. They're teaching their daughters to be independent business women. Get the most degrees you can, get the most money you can, get the bag before you settle down. You know, test all these other dudes. Don't deal with a dude if he ain't got nothing. Now, granted, you know, you ain't supposed to be just marrying no bums. All right, a man is supposed to be a worker. Okay, but they're not teaching none of this stuff from verse 3 to verse 5. And this is why the infestation of whoredom is in Israel. All right. This is why. All right. So it said to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband. And this is, man, to be discreet.
I would
Now
not.
let's go to this video. Let's go to this
That's
video
so
right
good.
here.
So excited for this pack of some
Nah, I've
Panko.
seen this
This
guy
shit
a couple times who be doing these like little videos. He a comedian. All right. Now, I'm gonna kind of mute what's being said, but I want y'all to see the pattern. All right.
Russian.
Alright,
Now,
look, can you rate my drip
so-
like 1 through 10?
I'm
I'ma
gonna
let
give you
it
like
play
a
a little
solid 8.
A 10, see, I like you. Alright, so look, would you date a dude just like this?
I mean, if he's nice, yeah.
Oh, see, and I'm nice. Alright, look, can you do like a 360 for the camera? Let me see.
Now, you see, this is the infestation that's going on. Whenever a camera is presented, the Israelite woman is gonna twerk. You see how she dressed. All right. Tempting. And that's the thing. Men were built a certain way to when they see women dressed like this. Of course, a man is going to be tempted because the Lord built us that way. So why? We can have sex and have families. All right. If men wasn't tempted in a way to women, well, then our population would be dropping. All right. Just imagine if only the women wanted it, but the men didn't. The population would decline by the hundreds of thousands. Okay. So
Oh, can I grab it?
You can watch me grab it.
Alright, let me
see,
see.
and this is not, you know, matter of fact, let me get it. Let me just go and get it. When you go to Sirach, all right, I'm gonna go to let me start at 25. Let me see, because I got a couple of them. All right, we can start the Ecclesiasticus 25 and 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Now, that don't mean, you know, you're not going to have pleasure with your woman, have, you know, in sexual intercourse, things of that. No, it just means you shouldn't be gawking and just scrolling on the phone all day. You know, pleasure shouldn't be the only thing, okay? That woman should be a woman of your mind. Okay, she should be a helpmeet. She should you shouldn't just look at the body, okay? Just sitting there, because you will be tempted if you be on Instagram all day, you know, staring at women pictures, okay? Now when you go to let me see something. That ain't the one. Ecclesiasticus 26. Matter of fact, let me just play the rest of this and I'm gonna come back to it.
Wait, can you twerk it?
Can I twerk it?
Yeah.
What is that again?
Just for a second.
Oh. Alright, so I'm Chris out here with.
Ebony.
Alright, can you rate me like 1 through 10?
I would say 10.
A 10?
Man, look.
Now I'm gonna fast forward his
He's
part,
sagging it tight.
because he's doing commentary
You'd
on
rather
it.
be with a personality.
Yes, I will.
Ooh. So look, can you do like a 360 for the camera?
Yes, I will.
Ooh.
See?
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you can.
What is that again?
Ooh. Can I slap it?
Yes, you can.
Alright, so I'm Kristen out here with.
Lola doll.
Am I cute enough to take you on a date?
No.
Alright, so look, am I cute enough to smash on the first night?
Hell no.
Second?
No.
Third?
No.
3 days.
Now,
Okay,
you
cool.
see how she's dressed? You see the pattern. Look at the eyelid, the lashes, everything going on. This is how our women dress on a normal basis. All right, it's not just for the skits. If we walk outside our homes right now, go to a downtown area or anywhere, this is what you're gonna see. All right, and that's why we had laws in place and rules and regulations in place for women to not look like this, okay, because it'll create an infestation of all of the women doing it. Now, everywhere we go, everywhere you look, you're going to see women of all, and that's the point I wanted to make earlier. It's not just the Israelite woman, it's all the women. All the women dressed like this. You can see Edomite women, you know. I'm here in Atlanta. You go in certain parts of Atlanta, you're going to see all types of women dressed like this. But we're focusing on Israelite women, okay?
All right, look. So can you do like a 360 for the camera? Let me see. Oh, can I grab it? I can grab it. Let me see. Can you? Can you shake it? Let me see.
You see? Now that's what you're gonna get with the typical Israelite woman, man. And you see the fake hair. That's not her hair. All right. The fake eyelashes, the fake nails, everything. You see? But she's a haughty one. She's gonna walk around like she's the prize. Okay.
All right, so I'm Chris and
So she let him do all that. He had to move the Brazilian body wave out the way to get to the cheeks. But she won't let him smash on the first, second, or third date.
You know, I'll just let that play.
All over this country, we are losing our community.
He was kind of bringing up a point.
All over
But this is
country.
just notice the pattern.
Can you do like a
of how
360 for the camera?
all of these women are dressed like whores. Okay, they might say, "Oh, that was cute." Out, no, this is basically dressing like a whore. All right, your ass out, titties out, everything out. Men can't help but to lust after women that look like this. Okay,
Camera right here?
Yeah, let me see.
for the camera.
Look,
Anytime it's a camera,
can I grab it?
as you can see,
Yeah.
this is
Again?
the pattern.
Okay, I'll give you like an
Again.
All right, 10. See, I like you. All right. So look, would you date a dude dressed like this?
8. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm fresh. I can you do like a 360 for the camera? Let me see. Look, can I grab that?
Yeah, great.
I can't. Let me see. Turn right here.
All right, we get the point pretty much. Ecclesiasticus 26, starting at verse 8. A drunken woman, a gatherer abroad. Matter of fact, let me go to Ecclesiasticus 25. It says, in verse 25, it says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." See, these women were supposed to be under the thumb of their father, then under the thumb of their husband. But since that is null and void, well, this is what you're going to get right here. See, you're going to get an infestation of whoredom. This is why every woman that's in his video is dressed like what? A hoe. See? And whenever a camera pop out, especially the so-called black woman is ready to just bust it loose. Ecclesiasticus 26, starting at verse 8, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame, right? And our women are shameless, all right? They don't have any shame. Verse 9, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. And what is the trending thing amongst Israelite women now is those eyelashes. That's been like that for a couple years. All right. Haughty looks. Matter of fact, let's go into haughty. Let's go into that. Let's look up some of these words. Salaki. Let's look up haughty real quick. Haughty. Blatantly and disdainfully proud, having or showing an attitude of superiority and contempt for people of the things perceived to be inferior. And this is the perfect definition of Israelite women nowadays. They are disdainfully proud, having or showing an attitude of superiority. You see when the guy said, "Would you date a guy like me?" She said, "Am I cute enough to, this and that?" No. Now, I mean, it is what it is, but most of these women, if you not coming with a bag, they feel like they're better than you. And even if you got a bag, they feel like they're better than you, especially when they look like these women right here. Okay, you can just tell that they
Can you
hardy.
twerk it?
Look how look.
Booty clap him.
Just for a second.
Even though
Oh, seeing them nice. All right, look.
this one is the
Can you do
most
like a
hardy to
360
me
for the
right
camera?
here, though.
Let me see. Oh,
Just
Saying,
getting,
but
just in my
like a
opinion,
360 for the camera. Okay, cool. All right,
her
look.
right here.
So can you do like a 360 for the camera? Let me see. Oh.
See, but she's dressed like a
Okay.
hoe. All right, they probably all strippers. Who knows? All right. Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 9 again. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And like I said, the woman was supposed to be under the guidance and rule of her father first, and then pass to her husband and be under his rule and guidance. But since that is not happening, what you're going to get is women being hoes. Okay? Verse 11, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. See? Because take women like Angela Simmons, you got Reginae Carter, and a lot of these celebrity fathers whose daughter who's grown up. When you go and look at how they dress and act, this is the infestation. Take Angela Simmons. Her father is supposed to be a pastor, which we know that's fake. But still, look how if you go to her Instagram page, look how she parades around in bikinis all the time, showing her butt, all of that. You know, she wouldn't be a true representative of a man who's supposed to be of the cloth, per se. Okay? A man that has a status of, in this society, of a Reverend Run, his daughter is not supposed to be acting in that type of fashion. Okay? Showing her body, parading around, all of these things to get attention. No. All right, but why is these things happening? Because these women are gravitating to the women who showed them this whoredom, showed them these ways, and now it's an infestation in Israel. Now you can't stop it. Okay? Now the Lord is the only one that can stop it. Okay? He has to put an end to this infest, okay? Because it has grown through all Israel. So now the Israelite woman, she's at the point of she can't be reformed until all hell break loose, okay? Verse where was we at? Verse 11 again. Watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. And that is parabolic when it says she will open her mouth, okay, as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, okay, and drink of every water near her. That's parabolic to you get the drift, okay? That's these women being slutty. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver. And we know what that quiver is, against every arrow, okay? This is metaphors for women sleeping around with different men and doing deeds with every man. Okay. And this is the infestation that's in Israel. I forgot the video. It's a video of oh man. Let me see in my video lessons where it's okay, this is another one. This is why the woman no, this ain't the one. This ain't the one. Salakia. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I might have to search for it. All right. Give me one. Just bear with me. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that video. There's a video out. Oh, where is that? I wonder, is it on what's the name page? On the LDL Show on page. Let me see something. Bear with me 1 second. Dang, I should have already had it ready to go. Cause that was a good little video.
I would not.
Download the Domino's app today and become a...
Just bear with me 1 second. It's this video. It was a good video talking about I wonder, is it on here or is it on the other brother's page? Let me see if I can try to find it. Because a woman, she did well, I don't know if it's a woman, but it was a scientific study on how men's minds react when they see a woman that's dressed scantily clad. Let me see if it's on this one. It might not be on this brother's page. Let me see. It might be on the other brother's page. See, in Eve, you know, it's a lot of videos I can bring out, you know. But see, this is what happens, all right? And this is part 1 of it. Let me see if that's the... damn. I thought I had it. It might be in my watch later. All right, let me see something, y'all. Let me see. It's all good. Yeah, I can't find it. Dang, I wish I could find. It was a good little video. Cause I meant to bring out a lesson on it, but this would have been perfect. No, that ain't it. She was in a different setting. Well, nonetheless, you know, this was about the point, but I did want to bring out this video. Watch I find it afterwards. I'm gonna try to find it one more time. I wonder what. Dang. Yeah, I don't think it's in that one. Well, nonetheless, that was the point, you know. I can't find this video. It was a good video speaking about how men's minds react to when women is dressed, you know, scantily clad. All right, and it was a woman bringing it out, and it was a good video, you know, to add to this lesson, which I should have found the video before, but it really kind of came on my mind once I started getting into the lesson. All right, but the point basically been made that, you know, since our laws are not in place, okay, and the woman can pretty much do what she want to do, okay, this has been an infestation of our women playing the hoe, okay, dressing scantily clad, being haughty, all right. This is what you see when you are amongst the Israelite woman, all right. This is what you're going to get amongst the Israelite woman, all right. And you see how that lady was telling basically, you know, like, hey, nobody should marry in their 20s. And she really was speaking to women, all right, because men, you know, she mainly was speaking to women, but nonetheless, she shouldn't have been saying none of that, all right. She shouldn't have just been even throwing that out there like that, all right, because, hey, like I said, you know, the Israelite woman was supposed to marry in her youth. That's normally how it went, you know. She went from her father, and then she went from her father to her husband. All right, but that's not so now. And we got what we got today. So this has been part one of, you know, I think I'm going to title with the laws were put in place to prevent infestation. All right. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Till the next lesson. Shalom.